there, Stephanie here from my Prints collection, the place where you will find lettering and illustration tutorials. In this tutorial, we are going to create a City Skyline Effect using the City View set. The link will be in the description below, as well as a sample if you want to try this set out. If you like this kind of tutorials, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like and share this video. So without further ado, let's jump into this tutorial. The materials that I'm using are the iPad Pro 12.9 inches, the Apple Pencil, and the software is called Procreate, which is available in the App Store. I'm gonna open the Procreate app. I'm using a screen size Canva. You can use any size that you want. And first of all, I'm gonna set up my background, but for that, I'm gonna select a stamp from my collection. I'm gonna go with this one, and I'm gonna select the color Pure Black. I'm gonna tap to stamp. And I'm gonna select this outline and increase the size to my liking. So I'm gonna put it over here. So I'm happy with this. And underneath this layer, I'm gonna add a new layer and I'm gonna start creating my skyline. For that, I'm gonna use a default brush, the medium hard blend from the airbrushing set. It's a default brush. And I'm gonna start selecting my color. So I'm gonna go from a darker color to a lighter color. So I'm gonna paint over here. You can use any color that you want. This one. And the final color, I'm gonna select pure white over here. Okay, now that I'm happy with the background, I'm gonna go to my adjustments, gaussian blur, and blur this a little bit, like this. Okay, and now that we have this ready, I'm gonna add a new layer underneath these two layers over here, and I'm gonna kind of add an ocean effect. So with the medium hard blend brush from the airbrushing set, I'm gonna select my colors. I'm gonna go from a darker blue to a lighter one. And I'm gonna add some white as well here. Okay, and now that I'm happy with this, I'm gonna go to Gaussian blur and I'm gonna blur this a little bit like this. Okay, now that I'm happy with this, I wanna create a reflection of this skyline. So I'm gonna duplicate this layer over here, this one underneath. I'm gonna select it, I'm gonna invert, flip vertical, and I'm gonna drag this over here. Okay, now that I'm happy with this, and now I'm gonna erase this a little bit. So I'm gonna select the soft brush from the airbrushing set as an eraser and gently gonna increase the size a little bit, gently erase this. Okay, so we have a nice reflection over here. What I'm gonna do is add a little bit more to it. I'm gonna create a sun over here. So I'm gonna select the technical pen from the inking set. It's a default brush. I'm gonna add a new layer on top of all of the layers over here. And I'm gonna draw a circle, hold until quick shapes is activated, 2 fingers, tap to make this perfect shape. Fill this in. And I'm actually gonna change the color to this orange color over here. Fill this, place it over here, and now I'm gonna duplicate this one, the one underneath, gonna select it, add some Gaussian blur. Let's go with 10.5%, duplicate this one, and then this one over here, I'm gonna change its mode to screen. I'm gonna go back to my adjustments and blur this a little bit like this. And are done, we have created a City Skyline Effect using the City View set. If you want to check this set out, a link will be in the description below as well as a sample if you want to try this out. If you think that this tutorial was useful, please like and share this video and not forget to subscribe so that you'll be notified when a new tutorial is published. If you decide to try this tutorial and share it on social media, make sure to tag me so that I can send you some love. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, happy drills and illustrations!